Welcome to Hands of Provision. My name is Mary, and today we are saving for our top 4 goals for 2026, as well as 2 sinking funds. And we are using the lovely and fun challenge by GB at Income Babes, Build a Farm, to make it interesting and fun and keep us motivated to keep going. And for motivation, I recently added this card: be happy with what you have while you pursue what you want. I think if we could internalize that truly, be happy with what you have while you pursue what you want, there would be a lot more peace and joy in our financial life. And so I thought that would be good to have there front and center for me on this challenge. And we're also going to do the in 90 challenge, as well as the coffee chocolate books. These are a few of my favorite things challenge. But before we do that, we're going to do our non-negotiable, and that is our daily calm. And this is where each day I save for my top 3 goals for 2026 plus emergency, because I need to build up that abundance fund so I don't need to draw from my top goals should an emergent or unexpected event happen. This is free on my coffee. I like to remind myself also that you'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine, and that was by John C. Maxwell. And so on the daily, I do these challenges. This is the daily calm on my coffee dashboard, and this is the daily edition. This is a different challenge that I use in the daily calm bundle, but it is also free. And it comes with envelopes, some blank ones, so you can choose your own. Mine are retirement, month ahead, and debt payoff. And I save daily, or try every day to do that, so that I'm always reminded of where I'm going, where I'm headed, and everything I play, including Build a Farm, has to incorporate this within my overall savings goals. So on this, what I do is roll a left, right, center to find out which of my top 3 goals I'm going to be saving for. You could use a D3, you could use a D6, you could use a color dot die. You find a method that helps you choose between the 3. And just so you know, if you don't have a left, right, center, that dot means nothing. So if it comes up, I have to re-roll. Okay, so we got debt payoff once again. Now I am doing for Sunday as well as Monday, because I don't do this on Sunday. There's 3 of the dots. That's why it comes up more often than all the rest. So we get retirement for today. Nice. And then for myself, I roll a D4 to find out how much I'm going to be saving on each day. 2 for Sunday and 2 for Monday. So 2 in debt payoff and 2 into retirement. So behind my dashboard, I put the bank envelopes, is what I call them. So that's where I put the money when I budget from the funding for this particular challenge, Daily Calm. All right, so 2 is going to be going into debt payoff, and 2 is going to go into retirement. Very nice. And then I incorporate into my daily this Roll for Your Savings Goals by Anna Banana Budgets. And this helps me to use the calendar to help me rotate between these 3. And each time that its month comes, and this month it's debt payoff, then this challenge is fully devoted to that one envelope. And then at the end of that month, everything in the envelope that has been saved is pulled and put into the larger challenge. So May, the debt payoff was pulled. and it was put into my 52 envelope challenge that I do for debt payoff. The same thing will happen in August. So in effect, it gets 90 days. I love the 90 days savings that it gets to accrue before it gets pulled. So in this one, she has us use a color dot die and then use the legend down here to just show us what type of die, a D3, a D4, or D6, we will roll for the amount that we save each day. So red is a D3. So for Sunday, we are rolling a D3 and we're going to save $1. For Monday, we rolled another red, which is D3, and we're saving $3. So for this one, for the month of August, I did allocate and was able to allocate the full 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for each day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Some months I'm not going to have as much as others. And when I do that, what I do is I don't do the randomization. I don't allocate the full 6 because I have played this enough months that I've been able to average, and it averages actually about $3 is all a day. So if I did 3, 4 maybe to hedge my bet, is all I would have to budget instead of the full 6. But I did have enough in the month of August to do the full 6 to add a little bit extra. So that $1 is for Sunday is going in, and the other 5 goes into the daily randomizer. And then once a week on Saturdays, it is randomized over these 3 envelopes, whatever is in here. So for Monday, 3 of the 6 was allocated for debt payoff, and the remaining 3 will go in the randomizer. I tell you that some months I don't, because I'm thinking that in September I'm not going to be able to do the randomization part. I'm going to have to scale back and just do the average of the 3 for that month for this challenge. Just looking ahead at what's coming. But and I wanted you to know that that is an option when you're deciding how much you can do. The other thing I do on the daily is the emergency. And like I said, that is so that if something should come up, I hope to have it build up enough in here where we then call it abundance. Once we have it built up, it's an abundance that we've been allowed to save for the unexpected event that might happen. So, and it's a blessing when that is allowed to build. For this, I use Erica at Superior Budgets, Save 2027 in 2027. And I roll the color dot die. I only play the 1 through 6s in each color block because this is daily and you need to keep it calm. And 6 is my top end on this. So purple, and then I rolled the D6 and I got a 5. I do have a 5, so we will be saving $5 in emergency for Sunday. I love this thing getting filled up. It's so beautiful and colorful. This was gifted to me by Erica. So sweet of her to do that. Thank you, Erica, again, for your kindness. Truly, truly is appreciated. So that is for Sunday. And then we will roll it one more time for Monday. And we have the orange, which is the pink, because I don't have pink on my color dot die. And we got a 4. So that is 4 more going into emergency. And then my daily calm is done. My top 4 goals for the year have had a little bit saved in it to it, and it's just a very calm feeling. And now we get to save a little bit more into our top goals and sinking funds. But first, before we build a bank, I like to do challenges that feed into my bigger challenges and yet they are not the long-term ones, but short. And like I said, 90 days is like the sweet spot for me. If I can keep it in here in a challenge for 90 days, the cash, then I know I'm free to then use it in my larger challenge. And it was out of the cash flow and I can keep it designated for what it was saved for. This month, I'm trying to go for a month ahead with these two challenges because I am trying to get a month ahead in a year for 2026, and that's a big goal. And I need some extra money going into my month ahead snowball that I do on Wednesday. So with the N90, I just do even odd rolls, and we did finish the first 15 days, and that's 22. And then 30 days, got up to 30 days, and that next 15 got us 25. And we're working on the next 15, which will get us to 45 days. And we are going to do the next 7, and we'll just do even odd and see how much this will get us. So odd is 1 and even is 2. All right, so 2 odd so far, and an even, and an odd. We got all odd at the top there. That's 1, 4, and even, and 1. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more, and even, and odd. So that adds up to 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So $10, and guess what? I brought exactly $10 for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that is because that is what that's been averaging for me. This challenge has been averaging about $10 for every 7 days with the even odd method. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and $14 in this next 15 days so far. It's kind of a low one with all those odds. Very not, it's probably going to be one of the lower 15 days. But I love doing this, absolutely love it. And this is on my coffee shop, if you like that and enjoy this as well. And the other one that I do, which is going to be slightly less than 90 days, is this beautiful coffee, chocolate, and books one. It's on my coffee shop for free. And I just wanted to enjoy this luxurious coffee splashes that I found. And I did a different, this is actually an A6 dashboard size. And I just laminated them, and I saved a simple $5 a week on this, and just get to enjoy the luscious chocolate and coffee as I do so, and just saving nice and easy. And this is Espresso Yourself Week. And I just color in each dot. And then I put my $5 in the back envelope here, saving it up. And it also is going to month ahead as well when it is complete. So it's weekly. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more weeks, and then it will be going up. So that is nice. When I say going up, I mean it will be going to the larger challenge, and that is the month ahead snowball. Okay, so we are playing today in the main challenge is the Build a Bank. I use this to fund those top goals. You're going to see them again in here. So let me swing it around so you can see. So with the different categories that she has, I have a randomizer that will be randomized over these. And this is where any collected bank deposits, I think she has collect rent and that type of thing, free money will go in the randomizer. The bills will fund retirement, town and resident cards, fund debt payoff, jobs and customers do month ahead. Ingredients is going to fund vehicle fund, animals, the medical sinking fund, and then crops will do the emergency fund. So that is how I'm playing it, so that it also works into my own budgeting needs and saving needs. Now I have been using the cards and just pulling one from each category, but I told you that I wanted to switch this up. And I'm going to have to put you on hold because I need to get the Build-A-Farm money. Okay, we have our Build-A-Bank money. So like I said, I have been just pulling a card from each category, but I'm experimenting with different ways to play this, and I am going to just play on the board today and pull whatever these are the mystery cards, they'll direct me there and just see where it takes me. I bring $20 a week and add it to this, and then we use prop money in the Build-A-Bank prop money to randomize it over. Let me grab the bank money that's already in here. So then anytime the prop money in the different envelopes reaches $5, it gets to get swapped out for that real $5 that's in the bank, that's been put in the bank. So this represents the $5. There's $5 worth of 50-cent coins here. And we left off here with the water bill. I'll set this little one aside, a little sticky. Whenever you pass this little barn, you collect $2 in the bank deposit. That will go into the randomizer. So the mystery money and anything collected as far as rent or money goes into the randomizer. So we are just going to roll. Let me see how this works out for us this week. 2. We're going to sell some apples for $1. And that goes into the crops. Let me put this just to know where I am when I put the money in here. So the crops was the first envelope. Let's see what we already had there. And do we have apples for $1? So we only have $1.50, but we're going to mark off the apple if I see the apple. Not seeing the apple, so I can't mark that off. And we'll just add that in. So it may not work to do that since I don't get to mark them off. Unless I get the card, right? Which would extend the game, and I was kind of estimating it would finish up at the end of the year. So like I said, this is all finding a new way to play the way that it works with my system. When I pass here, I'm putting $2 into the randomizer bank deposit. Grabbing what's in there to see if it, so I do have 4, so I'll add $1 of this pop money to then swap out for a $5 bill. So the randomizer usually gets more money than the rest, but then it adds a little spice at the end to just kind of randomize it around. So I did 3, so I was going to go 1, 2, and 3, and that lands me at give vitamins to animals, and that is $2. So that goes into our animal binder or envelope, which is for medical. Does it have any prop? It does, but it's just 50 cents. So we have $2.50 in animals. And just 1, repair refund, bank deposit $2.50. Like I said, that randomizer is going to get the bulk, which is why I made it the randomizer. Wherever the money was going to go big, I wanted that to get randomized over these so that my money gets where it needs to go. So $2.50 plus 3, so I have $3.50 and $4.50. So I still only have, nope, that is bills, guys. That is bills, which is retirement. So grabbing that, so $2.50, so $3.50 in the randomizer. And then we will roll again for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to sell some wheat for $1.50. And I guess that goes into the crops. So does the most of the board go to the crop? Until you play it, you don't know how it's going to be and how it's going to affect everything. So that's 2, 3. So now I have 3 in crops. 3. So greenhouse bank deposit, $3. The bank definitely gets the money. 2 and 3. So have you been playing this, friend? Have you found another option that you like better? Go ahead and share with me in the comments. 3, 4, and 5. So I'm swapping out $5 worth of prop for the real dollar there. $5, sorry. Putting that into the randomizer. And 4. We get to sell some sheep today. So yeah, I'm seeing animals and crops would get the bulk of this. So it might not be the way I want to play in the future. $2 going into our animals to help the medical fund. $2, $3, $4. We're off 50 cents shy from getting another 5 in here. And 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to deliver to a customer $1. Yay, we did get somebody else here. We're going to give $1 to the customers, and that is the month ahead fund. And it has 4, and then we add the $1, and it gets to swap out for a 5. Love it. So we'll put a real 5 in here. We don't have much left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's another bank deposit. Roll the dice. So let's roll a D3. Of course, it would get the top end. The bank deposit is definitely getting bulked up today. Okay, so we've got, what was it, $1.50 and another $1.50. I'm gonna swap this for $2. $2 prop money. So we have $3 there in the randomizer already again. And then let's see what we get last. Wrong dice. And 2. 1 and 2 is a fertilizer bill for $1.50. So $1.50 into retirement. That's nice. And it already has $2, so it has $3.50 now in the prop money. And 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we might have a problem here because when we go past here, we're supposed to collect $2, and 1, 2, and that leaves us just 50 cents for the mystery crop. Let me put $2 into the bank deposit, which I think does get me to 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, ma'am. Swapping that out for a 5. So the 50 cents then would go into the mystery crop, which is the first time we've pulled a card. And we've got the peach. So we put 50 cents into and to mark off the peach for 50 cents. And we are done. No IOUs. That one is pulled. Let me see if that got me to the $5 mark. I'm not sure if it did. Let's check and see. It's $1, $2, $3.50. I think I'm going to see if I have a $2 prop that I can swap that one out. Yes, I do. That's nice. And that is done. So then at the end, I try not to count this so that then at the end, it's a little mystery as to what's into each. And then I also, of course, I'm going to be randomizing that lovely bank deposit one that's getting nice and bulked up. And then that'll add. All right, so we're going to add our funds. So what might have to happen, I have to think about that, because when I do that, it feels like the animals and the crop one gets the bulk of the money, and bank deposit, of course, and not so much the customers or the, what else is in here? So the customers, the jobs, the town residents, they don't get as much. So I'm thinking that this is probably, I'm gonna probably have to go back to the way I was doing it before, unless someone has devised another way that they want to play and want to share it, because that made sure I got money into each of my categories. Thank you so much for spending time with me, for figuring this out with me, having fun with me. I think several of you said you're going to play along, and I just loved that so much. So let me know if you are playing or which way you like that I did this, and what works for you. And we'll learn together and we'll save. And I'll see you in the next video.